Hello, and welcome to this Ashtanga yoga practice for the generator. Generators are the life force energy of this planet. And throughout practice today, we're going to be focusing on quarter primary series from the Ashtanga yoga method. The primary series is really focused on the hips, tuning in with your sacral center, allowing the hips to open. And it is a beautiful platform of which for a generator to really get to know themselves. In the Ashtanga yoga sequence, there can be very challenging poses, especially as you progress through primary series deeper and the other series. The generator is here to know thyself. And through the Ashtanga yoga practice, through this consistency of practice, you get to know yourself more and more and more. You get to drop into your own energy, learn your body, and work with it as it's naturally designed. I love to include essential oils in the yoga practice to help ground down. So you can always grab any oil that you have. I have the essential oil White Angelica to help to clear and cleanse out the aura. Generators have a big and enveloping aura, and we bring things into our aura. And very often we need to kind of cleanse and clear out some of those things that no longer serve us or aren't energies that are our own energies or that are serving us in our process. If you have an essential oil, go ahead and grab it. If you have Young Living's White Angelica, definitely grab that one. We'll take a drop or two in the palm of the hands. Rub your hands together. If you're not using an oil, you can close the eyes and sit. Take about 3 breaths with me. Starting to ground your mind down into your sacral center. Tuning in, becoming aware. And then let's sweep the aura, sweeping and cleansing all through your aura, the arms, the front body, down through the legs. And then coming back to your seat for one more breath. Exhale, let it all out. And on your next inhale, gently fluttering the eyes open, coming back into your space. And let's come up to Samastitihi. Come up to standing, grounding in. Now, I'm no expert in the Ashtanga yoga sequence, but this, as a generator myself, is my primary yoga practice. So we will take the poses to the depths that your body is ready for today, honoring where you're at, allowing the practice to unfold. You may need a block or a strap, so you can pause the video if you need to grab those. Are you ready to practice listening to your sacral center? Let's start to move and flow. Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, lifting the arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, lower down. Inhaling up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a few breaths once you arrive. Tuning into your sacral center here, hollowing out that low belly, drawing it in. Checking in with this space. Allowing the practice to cleanse and clear out any energies that are not yours. One more breath. On your next inhale, look forward, come high on the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, and then inhale, step it forward. Come into your halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise it all the way up. And exhale, bring the hands down again. Inhale, rise the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, lower down. Inhaling up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a few breaths once you arrive. One more breath. On your next inhale, look forward, come high on the toes. Exhale, bend the knees. And then inhale, bring yourself forward, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise it all the way up. And exhale, bring the hands down. Last round. Inhale, rise it up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, lower down. Inhaling up dog. Exhale, down dog. Land and breathe. As you move and flow through practice, keeping your focus on your sacral, not with any driving force here, but witnessing, observing the energies, noticing what's going on there. Using your energy appropriately and tuning in so you can feel those correct yeses and nos, and uh-uhs. One more breath. On your next inhale, look forward, come high on the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, and then inhale, bring yourself forward, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise it all the way up. And exhale, bring the hands down, moving on to Surya Namaskara B. Inhaling Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, lower down. Inhaling up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot forward, Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. Rise it up. Exhale, float it back down. Step the right foot back, lower down. Inhaling up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left side, Virabhadrasana 1. Step that left foot forward. Inhale, rise it up. Exhale, bring it back down. Step it back. Flow through your vinyasa. Landing in your down dog. One more breath. On your next inhale, look forward, come high on the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, and then inhale, bring yourself forward, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, Samastitihi. Last round. Inhaling Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, lower down. Inhaling up dog. Exhale, down dog. Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1, right side. Inhale, rise it up. Exhale, float it down, step it back, lower down. Inhaling up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhaling Virabhadrasana 1, left side, rise it up. Exhale, float it down. Step the left foot back, lower down. Inhaling up dog. Exhale, down dog. Land and breathe. One more breath. On your next inhale, look forward, come high on the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, and then inhale, bring yourself forward, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, Samastitihi. We'll come into Parangustasana, bringing the feet hips width distance apart, hands on hips. Inhale, lengthen up from the ribs, and exhale, forward fold. Bring your peace sign fingers around the big toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold and hold. Stay and breathe. One more breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Padahastasana, bringing your hands underneath the feet. Bend the knees if you need. Inhale again. Exhale, fold, hugging the low belly in. Checking in with your sacral center in this compression and lengthening. Tuning in. What is your body saying to you, speaking to you? Trusting the body, allowing the depth to unfold, no forcing from the mind. One more breath. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release the hands. Inhale, rise yourself all the way up. Exhale, bring your feet back together. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Inhale, step the right foot out, spiral around. Bring the arms up. On the exhale, come into your triangle, meeting the depth where you're at, not pushing or forcing. Continuing to hug the low belly in, connecting with the sacral center, allowing the limbs to move out from this space. One more breath. On your next inhale, grounding into the feet, rise yourself up. Exhale, left side. We'll come into Trikonasana, your triangle pose. Meeting the body where it's at. One more breath here. On your next inhale, bring yourself back up. We'll take Utthita Trikonasana, revolved triangle. Inhale, squaring to the right. Exhale, we'll twist and fold. You may need a block. You can place the hand on a block. Breathing into your twist here. One more breath. On your next inhale, unwind, lift yourself up. We'll come to the left side. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, twist and fold, bringing the right hand on the outside of the left foot if available. You can come to a block. Checking in with your body, learning to breathe, use the breath to tune in. We're not pushing our bodies into the poses. We're allowing the pose to work with your body. Trust the body's intuition. One more breath. On your next inhale, unwind, reach the arms out. Exhale, big step up to the front of your mat. Utthita Parsvottanasana. Taking a big step out with the right foot, we'll take our extended side angle on the right, bend into the right knee. Right elbow can come onto the knee, left arm reaching overhead. If you have more space, right hand can come down. Staying and breathing. One more breath. Inhale, bringing yourself back up. We'll take the left side. Exhale, bend into the left knee. Come to the depth of your pose that's available and sustainable. Backing out if you need, really honoring the body. Human design teaches us that the body guides, not the mind. One more breath. On your next inhale, coming back up, we'll come into a twist, starting with warrior one legs. Inhale, left arm high. On the exhale, twist it around. You can hook the left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Can fly the arms open if that's available to your body. One more breath. On your next inhale, unwind, open up. Exhale, we'll take the left side, reach right arm high, and then exhale and twist into the pose. Staying and breathing. One more breath. On your next inhale, unwind, reach the arms out. Exhale, big step forward, Prasarita Padottanasana. Inhale, step the right foot out. Both feet face the side of the mat. Inhale, hands to hips. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Stay and hold. Allowing the legs to open as they're ready. With consistent practice, the body opens and strengthens to support the poses. The Ashtanga practice is wonderful for the generator because it gives you one thing to focus on for a sustained period of time. Becoming a master of your body. One more breath here. On your next inhale, come up halfway lift. Exhale, hold. And then inhale, bring yourself all the way back up. B position. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, bring your hands onto the hips. Draw the elbows together. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, come into your fold. Stay and breathe. One more breath. On your next inhale, bring yourself all the way back up. Exhale, land, C position. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, interlace the hands behind you. Inhale, lengthen up. And on your exhale, fold with the bind. Meeting the shoulders where they're at. One more breath. On your next inhale, lift yourself all the way up. Exhale, release the hands to hips. Inhale, draw length, D position. Exhale, forward fold. Catch those big toes with your thumb, index, and middle finger. And then exhale and fold. One more breath. On your next inhale, come up halfway lift. Exhale, hold. Inhale, bring yourself all the way up. Exhale, big step up to the front of the mat. On your next inhale, we'll come into pyramid pose, extend the arms, roll the shoulders in. You can come into a reverse prayer or catch onto the forearms. On your next inhale, step the right leg out, spiral around. Inhale, open up through the heart, engage the legs. And then exhale, fold over the hips, hugging the sacral center in, connecting with what we call in yoga, Uddiyana Bandha. It's where the sacral center lies, is in that bandha, the low abs. One more breath. On your next inhale, bring yourself all the way up. Exhale, spiral yourself around. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, roll over the hips and fold. One more breath. On your next inhale, bring yourself all the way back up. Exhale, release the arms, and then inhale, big step forward. We'll come into our balancing poses. Utthita Hasta Padottanasana. On your next inhale, you can inhale, lift the right knee up, stay there. Or if you want to catch onto the big toe and work towards extending the leg, stay and hold. Breathing in. Using Uddiyana Bandha to lift, getting to know your hips and your body. On your next inhale, open up to the side. Stay and breathe. On your next inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, see if you can fold a little bit. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release the foot. Strong leg, strong core. Use the sacral center to help lift. And then exhale, release that side out. Let's come on to the left side. Inhale, draw that left knee up. You can catch the big toe if available. And then extend it out. Stay and hold. Couple more breaths. On your next inhale, opening it out to the left, rolling with the hip. Stay and breathe. On your next inhale, draw it back to center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release the foot, but keep the leg lifted. Stay and breathe. Strong quad, pull the femur in. Activate your whole sacral center. And then on your next exhale, slowly release. You may need a strap for the next pose. For our next pose, you can come into a half lotus if that's available on the knee, or you can take a tree pose. You can come into a tree pose. Hands can be at heart center. If you're coming into a half lotus, take the right foot, bring it into the left hip crease. And then the right hand will wrap around. If you don't need the strap, don't use the strap. And then find your balance. You can stay upright if you're in your half lotus. If you're in your tree, stay. If you have a little more depth, you can play with folding forward. A few more breaths. On your next inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, hold. Inhale, lift yourself all the way back up. Exhale, release out. Let's take the left side, either coming into your tree or taking your bound variation, bringing the left foot into half lotus, using your strap or not, bringing that left arm around, maintaining your balance. If it's okay on the body, then on your next exhale, forward fold. But again, letting the body guide. The yoga practice teaches us to listen to the body over the mind. The mind will want to make us go into a pose as we envision it. On your next inhale, come up halfway, lift. Exhale, hold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, release out. Coming back up to the front of your mat. On your next inhale, lifting the arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, lower down. Inhaling up, dog or cobra. Exhaling up and back, down dog. Inhale, bringing yourself forward. We'll come into Utkatasana, chair pose. Hold 5 breaths. Tuning in with the body here. One more breath. On your next exhale, release down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, lower down. Inhaling up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhaling right foot forward, Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. Bringing it forward, lifting the arms up. Stay and hold. Maybe the gaze can come up towards the hands. On your next inhale, lifting yourself up, we'll exhale, take warrior 1 to the back on the left side. On your next exhale, land warrior 2 on the left. On your next inhale, bring yourself around. Land warrior 2 on the right. One more breath. Exhale, bring the hands down, step the right foot back, flow through your vinyasa. On your next inhale, look forward. We're going to step or hop it forward, extending the legs out in front of you, coming into Dandasana, lifting up from that sacral center here, tuning in. 3 more breaths. For 2. And 1. Inhale, draw a little more length. On the exhale, we'll take Paschimottanasana. Hands can come on the shins, the ankles. If the peace sign fingers around the big toes is available, take that. Inhale again, halfway lift. Draw that sacral center back. And then exhale and fold. One more breath. On your next inhale, come back up. Exhale, if you have a deeper grip, you can take a deeper grip or stay where you are. Inhale again. Exhale, come to the depth of your pose and stay. On your next inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, hold. Inhale, bring yourself all the way up. We're going to take a vinyasa, plant the hands. You can wiggle the feet back or swing the legs around. Land in a high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. We're going to come back forward. Inhale, stepping or hopping the feet forward. We'll come into Purvottanasana. Bringing the hands back behind you. This is an upward facing plank. Inhale, lift the hips. You can also take an upward facing table. Couple more breaths. And on your next exhale, bring the seat down, cross the shins. You can roll over the shins, step it back, flow through your vinyasa. You're always welcome to skip a vinyasa. Listen to your body. On your next inhale, look forward, step or hop the feet forward. Bend into the right knee. Either bring the right sole of the foot into the left thigh, or if you can take a half lotus with that right side, you can. Can also use your strap. We're going to take a bind if you're in half lotus, bringing the right hand around the back. Reach for that left foot, and then exhale and fold. Learning where you can strengthen and where you can soften. On your next inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, release. Inhale, we'll step or hop it back. Flow through your vinyasa. We'll come to the next side. Inhale, step or hopping it forward. Extending the right leg out. Bending into the left knee. Keeping the foot towards the inner right thigh. We're coming into your half lotus. Really being mindful of the knee, listening to the knees here. And if you want to work the bind on the left side, you can. And when you're ready, forward fold. On your next inhale, come up halfway, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, slowly come out, step or hop it back and lower down, chaturanga. Inhaling up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look forward, step or hop the feet forward. We're going to come into a half hero's pose, bringing the right foot back behind you. You can sit up on a block if this is too much for the knee. Working towards grounding both sit bones. And then on your next exhale, taking a forward fold. Trying to keep that right sit bone as grounded as possible. Sometimes I like to bring in support with my left hand. Still working on the poses myself. The Ashtanga practice for me just makes my sacral center feel the best. On your next inhale, come up halfway, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, step or hop it back. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhaling up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left side. Inhale, bring it forward. We'll bring the left foot back behind you. You can roll the calf out, trying to ground through both hips, whether on your block or on the mat. Take one more deep inhale and exhale, fold. On your next inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, release, step or hop it back. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhaling up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, bring yourself forward and through. We'll come into Janusasana. Bend into the right knee. Let the knee come out. Right foot comes into the left inner thigh. Inhale, square your sternum so that when you fold forward, it's tracking over the knee. And on your exhale, come into your forward fold. On your next inhale, come up halfway, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, step or hop it back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhaling up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left side, coming in, bending into the left knee, bringing the knee out, foot in. Inhale, draw length. Exhale and fold. Couple more breaths. On your next inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, release. Inhale, step or hop it back. Exhale, lower down. Inhaling up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look forward, step or hop it forward. We're coming into B position. Let that right knee come out. We're going to inhale, lift the hips so that the right heel is on the perineum, right where your root center would be. Inhale, draw length, and exhale and fold. Your right foot is flexed and the toes are pointing down the leg. Being mindful of the left hamstring. On your next inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, release. Inhale, step or hop it back. Exhale, lower down. Inhaling up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look forward, step or hop it forward. We'll come on to the left side. Inhale, bring your seat onto the left foot. Inhale again, draw length. And then exhale and fold. On your next inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, release. Inhale, step or hop it back. Exhale, lower down. Inhaling up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look forward, step or hop the feet forward. We'll take C position. So for this one, we're going to curl the right toes under. And then you're going to extend the left leg. You can keep the right knee bent if it's available to bring the knee all the way down, and we're sitting on the heel. Now, if this feels pretty good, for a lot of people, it's already a really deep stretch. But if you have a little more space, then you can start to actually bring your heel in front of the pubic bone.
And if your seat can come all the way down behind the right foot, great. If you're like me and you just kind of float, that's okay too. Breathe into the foot, breathe into the sacral center. One more breath. On your next inhale, as best as you can, make your way out. Step it back. Exhale, lower down. Inhaling up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look forward, step or hop the feet forward. We'll come on to the left side. Curling the left toes under, making your way into your pose on this side. Few more breaths. On your next inhale, gracefully making your way out. Step the feet back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhaling up dog. Exhale, down dog. Good. On your next inhale, we'll step or hop the feet forward and come into back bending. On your next exhale, bring your back onto the mat. You have the option. We're going to take 3 back bends. You can take a bridge. For all 3, you can take a full wheel for all 3 or any combination. I'm going to start with the bridge and then work my way into a full wheel. Planting through the feet, bringing the feet maybe a little wider than the hips, giving the sacral space. You can roll the shoulder blades underneath you if you're joining me for a bridge. Then on your next inhale, lift the hips up. Stay and hold. On your next exhale, slowly lower the hips back down. We'll come into back bend number 2, so kind of choosing where you're going to go. My shoulders have been tight lately, so I'm going to check my full wheel, listening to the body. If I need to come down, I will. You do the same. On your next inhale, lifting yourself up, coming into your back bend. Holding 5 breaths. On your next exhale, coming all the way back down, taking a moment. We have 1 more back bend, so choosing where you're going to go with this one. Inhale, preparing yourself. Taking a full exhale once you're prepared. And then inhale, bringing yourself all the way up into your back bend. On your next exhale, bringing yourself all the way back down. Good. Can draw the knees in. Let's roll it up. We're going to come right into our forward fold. Bringing the hands down, lifting up through the back, and then exhale, Paschimottanasana. We'll come into a modified closing sequence. On your next inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, release. Take an inhale. We're going to exhale all the way down onto the back. You have the choice here. You can take a waterfall. Or if you can come into a full shoulder stand, if that's okay on your body, come into a full shoulder stand. Staying and breathing. On your next exhale, if you're in shoulder stand, you can come into a plow pose. If you're in waterfall, come into a happy baby, catching the feet. I'm going to stay in my happy baby today. Allowing the practice to work for you. If you're in plow pose, slowly making your way back down. If you're in happy baby, we'll release the legs long. Ground through the forearms and elbows. Lift yourself up. Come into a fish pose. Inhale, lifting the heart, dropping the head back. And then on your next exhale, slowly bringing yourself down. Gonna inhale, come up to your seat. And we'll do our 3 closing poses before Shavasana. If Padmasana, a full lotus, is in your practice, go ahead and take a full lotus. Or you can come into Sukhasana with me. We'll bring the arms back behind you. If you're in a full lotus and you can reach for the feet, go for it. Inhale, draw length. Exhale and fold. On your next inhale, bring yourself back up. Exhale, release the hands, bringing the thumb and index fingers together. Lengthen up through the back. Stay and breathe. And then on your next inhale, opening the eyes, if they're closed, we'll take Ubluti, our last pose. Draw the knees in, plant the hands a little in front of the hips, and on your next inhale, lift up. If you can lift the legs up, lift the legs up. We'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, set the hips down. We'll slowly come back into Shavasana. Letting the arms come long. Feeling the energy of your sacral center. take a deeper breath into your sacral, bringing your focus back to the space, observing and checking in on what's going on. And breathing from the sacral, allowing that energy to travel down the legs to the toes and give them a little wiggle. On your next inhale, allow the energy from the sacral to rise up and flow down the arms to the fingers. Give them a little wiggle. And on your next inhale, allow that energy to draw all the way up through the top of the head. And give the head a gentle rock side to side. And then when you're ready, you can bend into one knee and then the other. Maybe you want to do a little windshield wipe of the knees side to side. And then rolling all the way over onto one side. And then inhale, bringing yourself all the way back up. Coming back to your seat. Bringing your hands to heart center once you arrive. Being patient with yourself as you continue your experiment. Continuing working with that sacral energy and listening. Continuing to be guided. Thank you so much for coming and practicing with me today. Have a wonderful rest of your day. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you be filled with love. Namaste. Thank you again so much for practicing with me. My name is Mallory Reese, and I am the founder of the Spirit and Wellness Collective, a space for you to infuse yoga in your human design experiment. We get on our mats, we explore the bodies, we use the yoga practice to help strip away the conditioning, embodying the human design experiment. So often we live from the mind and it's hard to drop into the body. And yoga can be such a beautiful vehicle to allow you space to bring awareness and connection with this physical form that you have. I also bring in natural wellness and natural health teachings so that you can learn how to deeper take care of this body in a more natural and aligned way for you. Thank you again for practicing. If you'd like more information about the collective, you can check out the link below this video. Have a good day. Bye.